Welcome to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, home to the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles, and fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup at the Rock. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Memphis Tigers, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Golden Eagles will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. So the Memphis Tigers offense takes the field for the first time today. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse,
going for a big play right off the bat. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. They go to the draw. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves it with 3rd and 3. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Dropping back, it's Hennigan. They're bringing heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not. But my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. They'll run play action. Fires one high and deep. And a penalty flag comes in as that one falls incomplete, but this is going to be a positive play for the offense. Defense with pass interference coming.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Got it behind the line. It's straight. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. He looks that one in nicely. Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a 1st down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
Grab behind the line. It's straight. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up second 5, third 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
It's caught. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature him, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
Going up top on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Golden Eagles offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Rodemaker. Got his man quickly.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. When he's short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
And the Golden Eagles will bring the punt team onto the field. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. He'll do it himself. Makes it past the marker. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much. All throughout the year, all the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They'll try to run for it. The Tigers are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. Wide receiver shows motion. They want the edge on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Love the play call by the offensive coordinator here. They're attacking this defense in a lot of different ways. That time going with the jet sweep to get the first down.
And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. The give to the single back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Memphis heads to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. To say this has been a slow start. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
The Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. Caught in the backfield, it's Simmons. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Wide out in motion. They'll try to hit the sideline on the jet sweep. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Second down.
And the Golden Eagles have moved it inside the 20. Using his legs, it's Clark. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominate at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Brought down after a pickup of 5 yards down to the 10.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, give on the inside. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
At the 9-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Rodemaker. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
Memphis, 14, Southern Mississippi, 3.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Taylor. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Scanning the field, it's Hennigan. Lofts one high and deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't played.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Makes a move. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Back to the ground game on the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Golden Eagles send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Trying play action. And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass.
To the air, it's Hennigan. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll bring it back. It's Mims. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Offense set on 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Final play of the quarter coming. Now they'll run the draw. They make the stop, and that'll bring the 1st quarter to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Golden Eagles getting set on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Now they're going to throw it. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. The ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Rodemaker. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
Memphis, 14. Southern Mississippi, 3.
Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back.
He uncorks one deep. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw.
And oftentimes running backs love draw plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed way upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. He'll pull it on the read. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
How great is it to be an offensive coordinator having a quarterback like this? Because he can go and generate 1st downs with you throwing the ball and running the ball. It seems like there's nothing this kid can't do.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. They'll try to power their way ahead. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the 1st down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Way too close to punt. Way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
The Tigers are marching down the field. The lone back's got it. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Hennigan. Fires to the big fella. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
Determined effort to pick up 6 and get it inside the red zone and down to the 16.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quick release by the QB. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gray. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
Here on 2nd down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Looking for room, it's Clark. Got room at the 35. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator where they're running the football. You see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Rodemaker. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Complete to the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a 1st down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Going to the run, it's Clark. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
So as a defensive guy, they line up in a formation. You know they're heavy on one side, and then all of a sudden, boom, two guys pull, and they go the other direction. So you can't really load up and play that. That counter keeps you off balance as a defense and makes you really be honest.
Fast motion from the offense. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick. The offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for a loss.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 21-10. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They'll try to pop the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Grabbed behind the line. It's straight.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Anderson with the carry. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Handoff to the lone back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
This Memphis offense going to work again on 1st down. Running to the left. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Hennigan. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start putting a lot of pressure.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No doubt, offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They've got to start showing some movement this year in the second half.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Quarterback on the keeper. Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Didn't get anything on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 20. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dalton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
It's a draw. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And with that run, he goes over 100 yards. We knew coming into this game tonight they wanted to force-feed him the football. They knew to win the game, they were going to have to establish the running game and be the more physical team in the trenches. You turn around and give this guy the ball, good things generally happen, and we've seen that over the course of this game.
They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Hennigan. Unloads to the right. And he dropped it. Just didn't put the thing all the way in.
Well, it's a simple play. QB's just looking for his big fella, the tight end, and he couldn't reel it in.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker, it's Taylor. Bust through behind his pad. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. He caught it. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
They keep attacking through the air, trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. Dropping back, it's Hennigan. Fires into the end zone. Finds his big tight end. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see.
Would they try to throw it again on 3rd and 1? The give. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
It's good. And now the lead is extending a little further.
24, Southern Mississippi, 10.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw. It's Rodemaker. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up the first down. There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Clark. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
The Golden Eagles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. He'll let it go to the left. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to 2 of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
They'll leave it with him. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Dropping back, it's Rodemaker. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front row to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
When you're a defense, you need to stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Clark. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
The Golden Eagles want to crank the tempo. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
And the Golden Eagles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Southern Miss, and here they come, almost all the way back. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. And more drives like this is what's needed.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he got into the house for the 6th to finish it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They'll give it to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. He'll keep it himself. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Hennigan. He's got his man. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Memphis picking up the tempo. They go to the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Picks up 4. Second down coming up.
Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. Might as well stick with him. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land.
Great play by the defense there. Listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat him.
This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Tackled after picking up the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's flying by and gets it on the jet sweep. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Memphis.
Number
Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run.
Memphis, 31, Southern Mississippi, 17.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Sets a kickoff.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On third down, he drops to throw. They're setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Golden Eagles will try to pin them back with the punt. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
Now on second down. Back to throw. It's Hennigan. Finds the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Gets it out quickly. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
The Tigers are on the move. Anderson with the carry. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Small game, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Sometimes you wonder if rivals really don't like each other. This guy sure doesn't like anybody on the other side. He's tackling everybody.
And that's the kind of defender I want. The guys who don't like people. They love collisions. They love to throw their body around Jesse. He's been all over the field.
And this guy's good week in, week out, right? But in this game, he just seems like he's more dialed in, and he's playing at a different intensity level right now than I think anybody else on the field.
I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Now the play fake. Grabbed over the middle, it's straight. He'll get it all the way down to the 8-yard line, and the defense is feeling the heat.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking to throw it 10 again. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Touchdown.
That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. An impressive 66-yard touchdown drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Right back to him on the ground. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. This is the kind of performance, guys, that sort of etches your name in the lore of a rivalry.
And playing big in this big moment, on this big stage, it is so nice to have a playmaker like that you can highlight, that you can focus on, that you can trust in.
He was so excited coming into this game, too, because he knows that oftentimes your legacy as a player is defined by how you play in rivalry games like this.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Maybe a little frustrated after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10 from the 38. From the gun, the ground game. Just ran him over. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Never a doubt.
Memphis, Southern Mississippi.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. He's got it. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. The hand to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Off the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
You know, one of the tricky parts with play action for a quarterback is that when you turn your back to the defense to sell the play fake, you have no idea what's going on behind you. You don't know what the coverage has become, and you don't know which D linemen have won the ones. The worst thing is
give to the running back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong. And I say country strong. When they put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up. And usually, they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll bring it back. It's Mims. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
He'll throw on 3rd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Man, oh man, the offensive line probably just swelled up a little bit, relying on them on that type of fourth down play.
Oh, and in that kind of situation, if you're the back, there can be no hesitation. You know you can't be dancing around. If you see the crease, you've got to put your foot in the ground and go get it, and he did it right there.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Offense gets set for second down. To throw, it's Rodemaker. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hand.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to throw it again. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up, and you see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He'll try it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hold up. So why would you call it? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Back to throw, it's Hennigan. He's got his man. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They try to pop a run on the draw. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20. To convert this third and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
I really like the slot receiver. I understand he's not the biggest guy in the world, but he just runs really good routes, and he's always under control. He can run option routes. He can run double moves. He does a great job cutting, and he's dangerous after the catch. Nice weapon to have work in the middle of the field.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger.
Memphis, 41. Southern Mississippi, 20.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, and go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Rodemaker. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The aerial assault continues. Caught near the sticks. It's Simmons. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and
That's
goal from
another
the
first
6.
down for Southern
And this
Miss.
offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. With the run on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Looking for a man. It's Rodemaker. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Lining up to add another.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Smashes it through for the PAT. So a drive there of 85 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
21, Southern Mississippi, 27.
They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Give to the back. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he slid through that attempt, and he's got room. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Man, this guy's a playmaker, and he does not need a lot of space. Really nice job that time letting the pass rush get upfield, so when he got the football, there was just green grass out and ahead of him, and he made the defense pay.
And when I got a guy like that, man, I just got to find ways to get him past the D-line, right? And then the draw play is a good way to do it. Let them run themselves up the field, and then you can see he's got some serious speed. A lot of speed in space is always a good recipe for offense.
Reads it, fires complete. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
At the 17-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth.
Memphis, 48, Southern Mississippi.
They're just about ready to kick it away.
Number 25, set to kick it off.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Clark. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Working that left side now.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
And the Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line. Back to pass, it's Rodemaker. Going over the top. Brings it down on the right side. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Lining up for the PAT.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. You want to see quick strike ability? It was epitomized there. 2 plays, 80 yards, touchdown on the board. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick.
Set to kick off.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. First down here with time for maybe 1 more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. To the ground with the back. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Timeout, Southern Miss.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 1st and goal, let's see if Memphis can get it in the end zone. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
Memphis, 48. Southern Mississippi, 34.